What is going on, my fellow towers? Today we're going to jump in and do our little mid-month progress update for September. Yeah, I've changed a few things since v27 came out. Let's take a look at it. We're going to jump straight into the workshop, and really, honestly, nothing has changed at all in my workshop except for taking out bounce shot chance. And that's kind of an experiment. The main reason I did that was just to help keep more kills within my spotlight, to get that extra bonus from spotlight. And then later on in the run, once I add in my chain lightning, that also helps keep that compressed a little bit tighter because there's less chain lightning going all over the place. I do eventually add in bounce shot chance when I can't kill anything anymore. And then, yeah. And then, of course, I keep my bounce shot range down completely, as low as it can go, just again to keep more of those kills in that tighter box, to help keep everything in where I want it, you know, in my golden bot, in my spotlight, and in my black hole. So really, I think that's the only thing that's changed, period, in my workshop. I'm still, 1200 is about where I usually keep my wall health, and my regular health is about 5500 on the level. Usually I fill up these two just because they're extremely cheap to max out. I think to max both of them out, yeah, it's less than $1 trillion to max out both of them. I just didn't click them this past time. They affect my run absolutely not at all. Shoot, maxed out defense absolutes, not even $500 million. So it's such a minuscule amount, it doesn't affect me. And then since lifesteal only affects your base health, it doesn't affect your wall at all, and it doesn't affect your overguard. I cannot think for the life of me what it's called. Recovery. That one. Recovery, yeah. It doesn't affect your recovery at all. So if my wall goes down, I get one tapped. I mean, even with max recovery, it doesn't affect me at all. Recovery and health mean nothing to me at this point. I basically completely rely on my wall, because when my wall goes down at the end of my run, I'm dead. Even with my energy shield and all my other stuff, max I'm gonna stay alive is maybe 1 or 2 waves. Yeah, that's where I leave all of that. And then I kind of hover between 350 and 400 on my ELS. I do put a lot into both of them because I am still an EHP kind of hybrid build. At the end of my run, I'm kind of relying on my EHP because I don't have enough damage to go full glass cannon. For where I'm farming currently, I am experimenting with farming at higher tiers. I don't think I'm quite ready to go there yet. I haven't done a full glass cannon trial yet. I may try that this weekend after tournament, when I do my tournament respec. We'll see. I don't know that I'm quite there yet, though, for it to be more efficient for me. Plus, I think I want to get the auto restart before I go full glass cannon, because my runs are going to be a lot shorter. And then once I do that, I'll get everything set up so that it's almost completely AFK. Yeah. So that's where my workshop is for the upgrades. For enhancements, in the meantime, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Yummy, 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 yummy. I like coffee. Yeah, so this is exactly where I had everything before. And then for my defense enhancements, I've gone up a little bit here. I've got 1.8 on my health regen, and then 1.75 on wall health and regular health. That honestly, I don't know that it's really affected anything that much, so I'm probably going to go back to just doing 1.7. I think my runs are running about the same amount of time regardless, so I think I'll take that extra several Q and put that back into my coin bonus when I do my next respec, which I might go ahead and do before I do my next run today, because it doesn't take long, and I've got free respecs. Which, by the way, I do have 37.5 Q in my workshop total right now, and a good chunk of that is in my ELS and my coins. That was a very loud siren. Funny enough, this is exactly where it was last time. So I mentioned before, my coin bonus, I usually dump everything extra into coin bonus until I'm ready to start my next mastery upgrade, and then I pull it out of my workshop and dump it into that. That way, I'm making the maximum amount. It's probably not a massive difference, but I would rather be making that little bit while I'm saving up for my next mastery. I'd rather be making that little bit extra and then do a respec and dump it into the mastery. Again, because I have free respecs, I'm able to do that without spending any gems. And that is pretty much it for the workshop. So things are pretty much exactly the same here, except for I've put one more click into my Chrono Field speed reduction. And yeah, I think that's it. Everything else is exactly the same. I do have one more degree of spotlight angle. That is from modules though, not from putting more into it. As for where I'm going next, I think I'm gonna get at least one more click into speed reduction and chrono loop. And then after that, possibly get another mastery. We'll see. We'll talk about those next. But that's kind of where I'm thinking of my direction going. I do want to get the next level of golden combo, but I think my CC is really hurting me in tournaments right now. But at the same time, getting that extra economy would really be helpful. And I'm only at level 5. I would ideally like to get this. I mean, honestly, I want to max it out, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's where we're at with ultimate weapons. I'm not planning to put anything else into any of my damage UWs for a while. I do want to get some more chance and quantity for chain lightning, and I do think that would help me out a lot, but I'm holding off on it right now. I think I need more crowd control before getting more damage. I don't know. Let me guys know what you think I should do with ultimate weapons in the comments below. So first and foremost, you can see I have damage mastery and wave accelerator mastery now. So I debated back and forth for a while on what I was going to do with my next mastery, and I ended up going with damage. Pretty much right after the last progress update, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and I got it. And we're up to level 5 currently. I did put a hold on it temporarily because I got wave accelerator right after, and I wanted to put more focus into wave accelerator, and I don't have quite enough economy to support both of them full time at the same time. I'm almost to where I can do 2 masteries at a time. I'm getting on average about 1.2 to 1.4 Q per run, depending on what tier I'm farming. And I'm doing some experimenting on trying to figure out what's my most efficient tier for farming between 11, 12, and 13. So yeah, on wave accelerator, I am at level 6 on that. Level 7 will be done, I think, tomorrow. So that'll be Saturday the 13th. That will be finished up. We'll look at those in just a second, though. And then as far as the next mastery, it's kind of a toss-up right now. I'm in debate on that between RPC. Because of the new assist modules, I think that would be really important to get. I've thought about intro sprint. That will probably help my econ a good bit, but I honestly, I don't know. I'm torn on it. So let me know what you guys think down below. I also want to get enemy balance because that's going to help my cells a lot, and I really want to get more cells. Same with cash. Cash I would like to get as well to get more reroll shards. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think there on where you think I should go. I'm really kind of torn. I want to get Super Tower. I want to get Berserker. I want to get RPC. I'm really, really torn right now. I think Super Tower and Berserker will help me a lot in my tournaments, but at the same time, long term, I think I'm going to get the most benefit out of RPC. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below. As far as my actual card setup goes, that hasn't changed at all since the last time we talked about it for my farming runs. It's all exactly the same. Again, I don't have to take anything off when I start my runs because I do have the damage slider from the vault. So that helps a pretty good bit. For my tournaments though, I have changed a little bit and I've added a couple of EHP cards back in. And taken off some stuff that I don't use currently, like Super Tower and Intro Sprint. I just had those on there because I had the slots. Now I've put Health and Health Regen just to help with overcharges when I get one of those. That's really the only thing they can even possibly help with. Otherwise, my tournaments are exactly the same. Oh, and I do have extra defense in, again, for overcharge, just to give me a little bit more time once they start shooting at me to take care of them. Okay, so for modules, first and foremost, you can see I did get the assist core. I debated on that if I wanted to do that or put it towards some other things, but I felt like getting the assist core was going to help me a lot with both economy and tournaments. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger and got that. And I'm currently, for my farming runs, I'm experimenting between using Dimension Core and Primordial Collapse. For those of you that don't keep up with my posts, I did get an Ancestral Primordial Collapse. It took me probably over 20,000 gems to finally get that. It took forever. I was not happy. I had 16,000 gems approximately, I think, or maybe it was 14,000. Either 14 or 16,000. And didn't get it to Ancestral. And then I finally, right at the end, was able to get it to Ancestral. And so I'm going back and forth between the two of them. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more coin with Dimension Core, but I haven't really done a good job of tracking my runs. I'm working on getting better about that. We were at 169 on the cannon, the armor, and the core, and then 170 on our generator. And then, of course, we're now at 172, 171, and 173. This would probably be at 172 if it wasn't for the assist. So I wanted to be able to get the access to that third one for Chain Lightning Quantity, although I don't think that really affects anything, so it probably doesn't even matter. So that's really all that's changed with the modules. Like I said, I am experimenting on which is going to give me more efficiency between Primordial Collapse and Dimension Core as my secondary. So far, I don't think there's really that much of a difference. I probably am getting a little bit more coin with Dimension Core, and I'm probably running a little bit longer and getting a little bit more cells with Primordial Collapse. I think my next assist module is going to be the generator. I don't have any specific plans on getting that immediately. Let me know if you guys think I should go ahead and save up and get that next. I do think having either Singularity Harness or project funding on there could be a little bit helpful. Probably more so Singularity Harness, because I have almost 100% uptime on my Golden Bot. So having that extra, 15 meters? Although it wouldn't be 15 meters. That extra 5 meters might be beneficial. Getting that assist module might be the push that makes me switch over to Black Hole Digester farming. Because right now, I'm less efficient with Black Hole Digester. Last time I did some testing back and forth, and it was a pretty good drop with Black Hole Digester. So eventually we'll move up to it, but this is what we're running for now for farming. For my tournaments, I am putting Dimension Core into the primary slot, and then I'm running Ohm Chip as my secondary, because being able to always have the boss in Spotlight is really helpful, and then getting double damage on stuff around the boss is also helpful. I'd love it to be the Ancestral one, but you know what? The main focus is the boss, so I'm happy with that right now. And it gives me a little bit more spotlight angle. And as you can see, this is what we're running currently. I'm still working on lab coin discount. Yeah, so last time we were at level 78. We're almost done with level 85 now. I'm just going to keep this perma-labbed until it's maxed, because labs are just getting more and more expensive. So we're going to keep running that. I am running Chrono Field Reduction right now. I threw that in because I had the slot at the moment just to kind of help with overcharge. That's literally the only reason that I put that in there. I had the slot, so I'm running it at the moment. That's what's up with that. As you can see, I'm almost done with Wave Accelerator level 7. And so tomorrow I'm going to do a respec after my tournament, and I'll leave enough out to finish out Wave Accelerator. I might even rush to the last little bit of it. That way I can get it started. We'll see. And then we'll see where I'm at when Damage Mastery level 6 finishes. If I've got the extra coin, I might go ahead and start it. If I don't, I'll probably hold off for a day or two and throw something else in the meantime. And then I did start on damage per meter. I was at level 12 last time, and we're already up to level 34. And the reason I started that is because, let me unhide the completed, I finished damage. So that's exciting. So now I've got crit factor, attack speed, and damage all finished up. I don't know if I'm going to run damage per meter till it's done. It doesn't help me at all right now, but I am probably going to get Spotlight Plus as my next UW Plus. I'm not 100% decided on that, so I figured I'll go ahead and start putting damage per meter in here and start working on it. These two are so dadgum long, I'm probably not going to touch them for a while. I don't know. We'll see. As far as anything else goes, yeah, everything's the same here. Haven't touched anything there. Everything should be the same there because I maxed coin per kill a long time ago, and I haven't touched these at all. In ultimate weapon research, I think the only thing I've done different is this. Is put some more. I think I've put like 2 levels into Chrono Field reduction. Yeah, shock chance is the same. I believe everything else is the same in here. I've got a lot of gold boxes there. It makes me happy. I do want to go ahead and finish this out at some point. It'll probably only take me a couple of days, and it's cheap, but it is what it is. I do need to put some more effort into scatter amp, because I do still die occasionally to scatters. So yeah, not really that worried about Chain Thunder. If I have an extra slot, I might put it in. I do want to finish out Swamp Rend. I'm not really relying on Poison Swamp for damage at this time, but when I do start relying on it a bit more, I do want to take the time to get that in there. And then of course I can't do Chrono Jump yet. As far as card research goes, I have put quite a few levels into Double Death Ray. So that was at level 18 last time. So we got it up to level 22. And I got partway through level 23. I can't remember what I took that out for. I think I took that out to put on my damage mastery back on. Was the slot that was in. But yeah, Super Tower Mastery was, or Super Tower bonus was maxed before, and everything else is the same there. And then down on our perks, so last time we were finishing up level 6 of our band perks, so we finished that out, and then I haven't touched it since then. In our bots, we were working on level 24 for Amp Bot cooldown. I went ahead and finished that out, and then I got one more level in duration, but since I'm not using Amp Bot right now, I'll show you that in a second. I haven't touched that in a while. And then down in our enemies, the only thing I have touched in here is I put a few levels in ranged enemy range because I do have trouble with range. In fact, we're going to put that in. I don't know where I want to put that in place of. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and throw that in place of Chrono Field reduction because I think that's going to help me more. I keep meaning to put that back in, and let's change our speed up to 4. I had it on 3 because I was a little low on cells and I had some stuff not restart. So we'll go ahead and bump that back up to 4. I forgot to do it yesterday. Actually, it's been sitting at 3 for a while because I keep forgetting to move it back up. So that's where that is. Let's do a quick finish up, make sure I didn't touch anything else. Yeah, all that's the same. I did unlock the assist stuff, but as you can see, they are so expensive. I don't even think my lifetime coin is that high yet. Actually, no, it has to be. Let's check. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at what our stats are total. Yeah, so we are at 130Q lifetime right now. So yeah, not touching those anytime soon. And then we're at 44K stones, so that's looking great. Yeah, that's what we're doing there. And then on tier 11, I can almost pull 2Q in a run. I've only done that once. I had some runs in at a weird time during the day, so I didn't want my run ending at like 2 in the morning and losing a bunch of time. So I ran a tier 11 run instead. I get a lot more cells. I want to say I got almost 400,000 cells for that one run. Because of that, I want to start using Project Rend to start tracking my runs. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then I want to see what is most efficient for me currently between tier 11, 12, and 13. As you can see, I'm getting over a Q per run in all 3 of them. Tier 13 is probably the most efficient CPH because it is, I'm running about 5,400 waves, but I get a lot less cells there, so I'm not sure what's the best yet. I don't think I'm quite ready to start farming tier 14. As you can see, my best on that is 300 trillion. But I also screwed up on that run and it got cut short because I wasn't paying attention and I wasn't managing the run a lot. I was treating it as though my normal tier 12 run and I died at like wave 3,000 or something. Before the run got profitable, I died. So I don't think I'm quite ready to start farming tier 14 yet. I think we're going to stay in here. Tier 12 seems to be the sweet spot, but all the extra cells from tier 11 might be worth it. So I want to do some experimenting on those and start doing some actual intentional tracking to find out what's actually the best for me. And I'll let you guys know the progress of that when I get around to doing it. Tournaments. Let's talk about tournaments. Ooh, let's grab those. What do we have here? I'll take that. Almost. One more. You know what? Let's go ahead and get it. Teams. Boom, boom. Just so you know, you don't actually have to leave the screen. All you have to do is do a quick little change, and you're good to go. That's all you need. Yippee! Stones. Yay, 412. Anyways, tournaments. Got a new one starting in just a few hours. Although we're not going to actually do that run until tomorrow. I found my best success starting my runs kind of mid-morning. So this video may or may not go up before that run. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it finished edited today. If not, it'll go up after the tournament. So last time we were here, this was our most recent tournament. So as you can see, we've kind of been hanging in the mid, right about there. We got a 4th place with only 663 waves. I was blown away. 4th through 10th were within like 100 waves of each other. And I want to say I was only like 10 waves ahead of the guy below me. There was a big drop with v27 for me in waves. And then I was back up a little bit. And I've been kind of all over the place. This tournament was. Both of these actually were really, I had really, really bad brackets. Can you actually, I wish you could look at the actual bracket, but you can't. And then this last one was good again. So I'm still blown away that I got 4th on that one. But yeah, v27 has definitely been tough. Big drop in waves because I went from averaging in the 900s, almost breaking 1,000 to like 600. It hurt. It hurt a lot. And I think I didn't even know about the armor knockback bug for a while. That one hurt a lot. Yep. Alrighty, so with our events, this is where we are on that. I always lag behind on the death ray one because I only turn death ray on in my tournaments. Unless I have a mission for it, I usually don't turn death ray on outside of tournament. So that one's kind of slow. If I don't finish that up with this tournament, I'll probably let it run overnight on Saturday. We'll see where that's at. Other than that, I've got everything completed for that. And then in the shop, obviously I already had those, so I didn't have to buy them. Don't touch any of this stuff. Every now and then I'll buy some stones. If I'm like just a few stones off, I'll buy 1, maybe 2. Never more than that though, but usually I don't touch these at all. I have occasionally bought a single one just to get that last little bit, to see if it'll help in tournaments. And then I did a respec and took everything out of Antbot and then put some more into the duration and bonus on my golden bot. Yeah, so we've only got, I guess I only put 1 click into duration and then a couple of clicks into bonus. And I can't remember how many, do you go up 0.2 per level, I think? No, 0.4 per level, I think. I don't remember. Anyways, I put a couple clicks into bonus. So that's where things are with the golden bot. And that gives me, you know, I've got almost 100% uptime on it, so it helps a lot. Yeah, let's jump over to the guild. The guild. The sparkle ponies. Oh, look at here. Yay. Biddies. Yeah, I've dumped everything all back into Fetch again. I was running Bounty for a while, and, you know, it really wasn't doing a whole lot. Fetch was still doing a lot more, so I went ahead and started dumping everything back into Fetch. Once I have enough extra, I'll probably try Bounty again, or maybe one of the other ones, but as of right now, not doing a whole lot for me. So, you know what, we're just gonna dump it all into cooldown. Yeah, there we go. I wish you could look at this from inside of a mission, but you can't. I haven't hit my cap today, but I also have not done my daily run today. I held off on it to do this progress update and really wasted a lot of time because I think my run finished like 6 hours ago, so I wasted a lot of time. I should have started a run, and yeah, I didn't. So that's where we're at with those. And then in the store, we've got all of this. Let's go ahead and let's go eat the frog. We'll get the frog. Yay, happy frog. Yeah, I do love the idea of these cosmetics. I'm assuming they're based on Contra as my guess. And while I don't use any of these aesthetics during the game, Contra was, like, the original NES Contra was one of my absolute favorite games when I was a kid. I loved and played the crap out of that game. I know as a child, I never actually beat the game without using the, you guys know it, up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. I want to say select, start, but I think it's actually start. I think I hit select. I don't know. Yeah, it's start. Yep. Played the absolute crap out of that when I was a kid. Loved it. I played some of the later ones too. I think one of the SNES ones was a lot of fun. There's not really anything to talk about in perks. This is what I'm banning for my farming runs currently. I ban my free ups and my orbs so that I can throw on auto perk when I don't have all my perks before going to bed, and I just let it run. So yeah, when I turn on my auto perk, that way it doesn't take the orbs or the free ups because I don't want it to, because it does affect how my run runs. I prefer to get all of my perks myself. That way I can take really just the 50-50 perk when I want to. A lot of times when I do my overnight runs, I'll leave it running with all of my ultimate weapons on and my damage slider set to a certain point. Not all of my ultimate weapons, but all of my damage UWs. And just let it go. Sometimes I will put my orbs on towards the end and throw on the 50-50 perk just to extend the run a little bit more, but I don't know that it really affects my overall that much. I haven't really tracked it, so yeah, what's up with that. Auto perk, I just kind of have it set up like this to grab all of the one-off perks as soon as possible if I need to. Yeah, that's where that's at. And just for those that don't know, it is a good idea to take your one-off perks first because that takes something out of the pool entirely versus your perks that you can take multiple times. They don't come out of the pool. So it helps get those perks that you actually want, like your coin trade-off, golden tower perk, stuff like that, a little bit sooner. And then when you have auto perk on, once you get past here, it just takes whatever's at the top. Yeah, so in our vault, I still have not touched the power tree at all. I could right now. I've been focused on the harmony tree, and I've got keys right now that I think I'm going to go ahead and spend here. Yeah, I could get this, thought about it, but I think I thought about getting this as well, but what I really want is this. So we're going to go ahead and get our discount on our bot, and then in probably about 2 months, maybe less if we get some good luck in our tournaments, we'll have that guy. Actually, I don't think it's going to take 2 months. We'll see. I don't know. Now I'm almost wishing I'd gotten the auto restart. Oh well, too late now. I'm not quite ready for that yet anyways, so by the time I can get it again, I'll probably be ready for it. We'll see. Oh yeah. Oh, looky there. Yay! Otherwise, I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot different anytime soon. I am saving up for this. I do want all the rest of the card slots. I will probably get one more in the near future once I get another mastery. We'll see about that, though. And for our milestones, I don't think anything has changed. Everything is complete up through tier 14. On tier 15, I did try this one again, and I got about 700 waves. We were just over 3,000 last time. Not quite there yet. That's been a while, though, so maybe be able to get it now. I'm not going to try it anytime soon, though. Tier 16, I have not tried again. So, same place there. Alrighty, tier 17. I did try tier 17 again, and I did get the 1250. So picked up some more stones there, just shy of the 1500. I could probably get it now, but I don't know that I'm going to try it again until I'm ready to go for the 2K. I do have the milestone pack for 17 and 18, 16, 17, 18. So we might give that a shot in the near future. I don't know. So for tier 18, we definitely made some progress here. Got up to almost 600 waves. Still not quite enough to get that 750, but You know, we'll try it again soon. I can't remember what research this is, but I want it. Okay, let me know in the comments because I looked it up because I was confused on the issue. This is supposed to be the battle condition reduction lab. So why do I have those here? Are there two different battle condition lab? Okay, that's what it is. Okay, we're straight. Yeah, so the ones that I have are from tier 19. Got it. If I'd looked ahead, I would have figured it out. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm a little confused as to why this one is battle conditions, but so is this one. I guess it's different battle conditions you unlock. But yeah, so that's where we are with those. I got a little further here, and I made it to wave 100 on tier 19. Yeah. Mostly I just wanted to unlock the assist modules because I knew I wouldn't be able to afford anything else. But yeah, you know, I don't even know what the skin is. Ooh, the atomic skin. That's kind of cool. What's tier 20? I haven't even looked at these. Oh, there's not one for tier 20 unless you get the premium pass. Interesting. Huh. What about 21? A measly 1 trillion. Wow, you'd think it would be a lot more. By the time you're up to this tier, you would think this would be like a Q. I mean, that's for guys that are running can run tier 21. That's just, I think that's dumb. That should be a lot more than that. Eclipse, that's a cool skin. I like that skin. Yeah, so that's where we are with milestones. Ooh, yay, I'll take that. And I don't think we've got anything else to talk about. No. So that's that for the progress update, guys. Looks like I've been yammering for almost an hour. This video is probably going to be a lot shorter than that when we actually get to it because I did a lot of time searching to make sure I was talking correctly. Yeah. So now I'm going to go film a video on some issues I'm having. If you haven't seen that one already, it's going to be right here. We'll see you later.